do a reading on this Asia Argento. She was the girlfriend of the guy that just committed suicide. She was on that Me Too thing saying she was attacked by Harvey Weinstein, and now it comes out that she is a sexual predator herself. Whoa, what a tangled web. What a tangled web. And this goes on all the time in Hollywood. This is, unfortunately, you know, I've had my own time in Hollywood when I was quite young. I went to visit, my father knew some people. So I went to visit this director at Universal Studios. And he was working on this show. I met, what's Natalie Wood's her husband, his name. Very, very sweet man. Natalie Wood's husband, who she was married to. He was very, when you meet him, he's very, just got a presence about himself. And he's, comes over and introduces himself. And he was very, very sweet, very, yeah, very nice. The director, on the other hand, was another story. Okay. And then they, I was also on the thing when they were doing Adam 12. Adam 12. I was in their trailer when they were filming their sequences. And the guy that plays Adam 12, the guy with blonde hair, he was trying to talk me into going out with him, and I was just like, no, this is not going to happen. I was not interested. The other guy was very sweet. He was very gentlemanly. The guy with the blonde hair is another story. Okay. And the director was another story. He did what he could to try to get me on the casting couch. Again, not going to happen. Okay. But yeah, no, this kind of sexual drama has been there for a lot of years, and unfortunately they have used it as a way, and that's another reason I didn't want to get into that type of film, or also into music. I had a big chance to go into music. I knew somebody in San Francisco was good friends with Sinatra. Wanted to introduce me to him, have him do my career, but I know what kind of people they run with. They're very, I don't want to be managed by mafia, okay? Basically, I mean, bottom line, the mafia runs a lot of this stuff. And they tell you, you're going to go date this person, you're going to go do this and do, no. No career is worth that. Okay, having to basically, you are signing up to prostitute yourself. Okay, that's the pressure that's put on there, and it's a very, you know, it's not a nice business. It's there's so much, so many derogatory things that happen when it comes to show business, the entertainment realm. It's a tough business, and there's a lot of that sexual predatory thing that goes on behind the scenes. And besides, it's a very lonely business as well. Okay, you're on the road. You're staying in hotels, and it's very, it's difficult. It's difficult, okay? Very, very difficult. Like Anthony Bourdain, it's a very lonely life. Yeah, you know, again, you talk to people, but at the end of the day, you go back, you're in a hotel, you're by yourself. You're traveling with the cast and a crew, okay? But again, it's a very, very lonely job. And then if you get some standing, you become quote-unquote popular. They've created some sort of a story around you, okay? Some sort of a story around you. Created this persona, created this, and I think that's what happens with a lot of people in doing movies and things. They get so intense on roles that in the end they don't know who and what they are anymore. They lose themselves, and they're, you know, they're put up on these pedestals that they should be happy because they have a lot of wealth, they have attention, they have all these things, but really they've lost who they are. Very tough. Very, very tough. Okay? Very, very tough. There's so many things that go on there that if you haven't been a part of, you don't want to be a part of it. Trust me, you don't want to know the things that are going on there. Okay, so let's look and see what we have here. Well, she's about, you know, again, her standing in the world, Princess of Discs, which she's attained, and now, you know, we got the death thing. She wants to put an end to this story, of course. She doesn't want to see this story come out, you know. But yeah, she's a person that wants the power, the standing, the adulation, all the things that go with it. And she wants to control, she wants to put an end to this story that's coming out. Now, you see what, yeah. Going into it. You know, again, she's all about the money, about all the things that she's got, all the things she's got in the world, and her happiness. Okay? And it wasn't so much about her sharing that happiness with others. It was more a feeling of just that ego about herself, what she wanted, because underneath of it, what we have is power. You know, she's in her little cocoon of power, and she's got failed ideas about it. The moon, the fantasy, the illusions, the, you know, the different things that were driving her. Maybe she was attacked when she was, you know, by Weinstein. Doesn't mean you go on that that's okay for you to do it. Okay? So she's got a lot of failed ideations about it. Above it, you know, now we have the world, the universe is looking at this. And the Chariot, I mean, you know, the TV channels, people are starting to carry this story, okay? Victor, there will be Victor, and it's the one that's shouting. So I think the one that's going to be the victor in this is the boy that's bringing it forward, because it's like, you know, he's shouting it to the rooftops as to what happened. She just wants to try to make it go away. Yeah, lovers, what they were involved in. It did happen. Okay, it did happen. Okay, and she saw it as a way of having power, a way of having, you know, control and power. Yeah, and this comes out of what happened in her world. That, you know, and it doesn't make it right. What happened to her? It shook her world. Okay. So I'm gonna leave this here. But yeah, no. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it right. They get into this ego thing where they're in control, they're in power, and they think they can get away with it. Okay? You can't.